Hello, howdy, folks. Thanks for joining in. Let me start some music here. So, I'm hopeful that my stream won't crash again. The last couple of streams I've done have crashed. I mean, it's been 5 hours in twice and then 7 hours in. And I don't plan to stream that long, but I've also updated my OBS a bit, so hopefully, well, I removed some plugins, so if it was one of the plugins causing the crash, hopefully that's not the case, although I did replace some, because one of the plugins was some audio spectralizer stuff. So if you can't tell, the movement around my avatar in the bottom corner down here has changed, and the spectrograph, whatever it's called, I don't know what it's called, spectralizer, spectrograph, I don't know. That's a little bit different from the previous stream, so hopefully it runs better. It's more up to date than the other one I was using, and yeah, I guess we'll see. I also dropped some transitions, so it won't possibly look as nice switching between scenes, but I don't often switch between that many. In any case, let's get right into it. The past few streams I've been working on this, I've been refactoring a lot of code, and the stream yesterday, it kind of flooded over into today as well. So I ended up having cool AJ86 come on about halfway through the stream, and he explained some of the stuff in Dash HD to me, and some of the reasoning behind different things. So it clarified some stuff to me, but because I haven't used it yet, I'm not sure. I guess I used it a little bit last stream, but hadn't done all that much yet. So let's see. Where was it? Yeah, down here. Okay, so this generate recovery phrase is one of the things that was at the very end of the stream, the previous stream. And I've implemented a lot of the Dash HD stuff. So it's using the hardened, if I'm understanding this correctly, it's using a hardened key versus the whiffs we were using. So I need to implement this now, and I also need to get it implemented in the form of how I was storing things in local storage. So I also ended up, I think I'll try to leave this on the lighter version of the design, as I think it makes it a little more, it's a little more contrast, easy to see when I'm switching windows and stuff. So I'll try to leave it on there unless it's just overwhelming my eyes, but yeah. Let's see. So we made this generate recovery phrase and used it in just this one place where I'm testing. If you click generate new private key, it spits out everything that was generated using the HD key. So, and I guess I haven't done an introduction. I'm Jojo Byte. Welcome. This is my stream. I stream to YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. Maybe some others at some point, but those are the main ones I've been streaming to. I stream mostly programming stuff, and let's see, what else? This project is called CrowdNode.js UI. It is implementing a library that cool AJ86 had made called CrowdNode.js, which provides an SDK. So this guy is who I'm mentioning, cool AJ86. And this is the CrowdNode.js. It it interfaces with a few different services created. Oh man, this music is a little too loud for my liking. Gotta turn it down a bit. Hopefully this isn't too bad. There we go. Couldn't hear myself think. Literally. Literally. All right. So, CrowdNode.js interfaces with a service called CrowdNode, which you can essentially stake Dash you have. So instead of converting Dash out to a different currency or other cryptocurrency, you can stake it with CrowdNode and earn interest on it. So if you put 6 Dash in and you wait a little bit, you will have more than 6 Dash if you were to withdraw it. And their rates might change. I think it's roughly 6% last I checked, but I don't know what it is right this second or if how frequently it changes. But I think it's based on a number from Dash itself, because what CrowdNode does is orchestrate connecting your funds with other people who don't have enough to make a masternode, and then they create a masternode using the pool of funds. And a masternode requires 1,000 Dash. So maybe you only have 50, maybe someone has, 200. Anyone can stake those funds and be able to earn interest on them, even though they don't have enough to make their own masternode. So it's an awesome service that lets you increase your, maybe it's a nest egg, maybe it's just a, curiosity, but it lets you earn some. In any case, what I have been working on here called CrowdNode.js UI, which name might change, we'll see, picking some ideas around, but it implements the CrowdNode.js SDK, which itself is connecting to an API that CrowdNode provides. And by doing this, we sidestep the requirement for using an email address, so you're only identified by whatever address you deposit the funds from. So it might be more anonymous, might be less anonymous, I don't know, but you're not having to provide more information. You can just fund so you would fund a Dash wallet here, you transfer funds into it, and then you're able to stake it with CrowdNode. All right, I think this is a decent recap. I think I'm done with the recap. So now what I had changed is the underlying libraries for interacting with the funds, and the new library is called -HD. I think it will, oh no, I believe CrowdNode.js still depends on Dash core lib. If we can update that, I'll be able to eliminate this. And in the last stream, I was explaining that this library itself is about 1.6 megabytes all by itself, no other code. So it adds a hefty chunk to anything you're doing. And with the -HD and its peripheral libraries such as dash phrase and dash keys, it's likely it's under 100 kilobytes altogether. And if you were to minify and or compress it, I'm sure it would be under 50. Right now, there's a significant chunk of these libraries that I guess I could show. Because this isn't minified, you've got all of these comments and stuff in there, so that adds some. But if it were to be minified, it'd actually be quite low in weight that it's adding to your own implementation, I suppose. So, all right. So what I want to do is I'm going to look at the diff for the main file and see what it is that changed exactly for this function. So generate recovery phrase, where is it? Could be around here, shouldn't it? Oh no, it was in a, there it is. Okay, so that is not a changed function. Never mind. So I need to go up to, this is for the generate private key. I want to look at this one. So we were doing get public keys from WIFs to get the keys. So this one generates. We will likely want to do something like, maybe I'll just add some comments here to describe what I want to do. So generate the new keys, keys, the new public, ooh, that's weird, public and private keys. All right, and store new keys in local storage. So I believe the storing of it was being done in this function right here, but I was doing some fancy schmancy stuff to figure out what was happening. And I don't think I want to do that anymore. I want to be more explicit with it. So this was, and it's also because we're switching from doing only one single key to you being able to generate new keys or save multiple keys. So you theoretically should be able to have more than one private or public key. Well, sorry. More than one private key, which might also be the same as more than one recovery phrase. I'm still a bit iffy on that. See. To private key. Is that something I wrote? It's in utils. All right, so utils. So I might not need that anymore. Okay. With PK. Oh, that's right. So this util function with private key was essentially semi-verifying that it's actually a private key and not just some random letters or numbers that someone entered. So it just kind of confirms that. And that's because, for example, this field would let you add a private key, which it's not hooked up right now, but eventually it will let you add a private key. Don't always listen to the music while I'm programming, because sometimes, like right now, it's weird and kind of distracts me from trying to think. So I think most of what I was trying to decide on is how I want to store this stuff. So I'm going to copy this for now. And let's go back down. I know this was near where we were. So I think it's this area. So store private keys, we need something like this. So passphrase assumes that we've entered an encryption passphrase, which we can't see it right now. I suppose I could switch. Let's see if this works still. Uh-oh. Is not a valid selector. Is it dashboard? Oh. I'm going to comment this out for now before I forget so I don't break more stuff. I'm pretty sure I know what's happening. So these current pages are matching up with this change I made where you've got section, page, and staking. We've got a dashboard and onboarding. So I think let's make it onboarding for now. I'm not digging this music tonight. I'm going to skip and see. I chose a different playlist I haven't listened to as much, and it's throwing me off. Okay, that's the wrong file. So let's try that. There we go. Dashboard, wallet, onboarding. Ooh, that is weird. What did I do? I must have messed up a style this was using. I have no idea why this is so... input... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I need to find this style here real quick. So, let's see if Flex Auto fixes this. No. What, Flex 00 Auto? I don't know. Yeah, that's more like what I was expecting. It's kind of giant. It's impossible to fat finger that thing. Although, that's... I didn't intend that. What's going on there? Label is Flex. So the entire label... I suppose I could do something like that. I don't know if that will break any others, but I'll give this a shot. So that is 290. Oh, I'm close. That. All right, let's try that. Yeah, that's a little better. All right, so that was a sidetrack. Hope you're enjoying yourself. All right, and the reason... Oh, okay. I might... This is going to be another sidetrack because this just annoyed me. I'm just going to add, like... a shadow. Should have better examples. I think a shadow wants like 1 pixel, like a color or something like that. And maybe we'll do like halvesies. All right. That's weird. What if I did 0? 0? That's weird too. Did I miss one maybe? Maybe it's like 001? No? 010? Oh, there's a shadow editor. Interesting. That's cool. Spread, that's what I was after. See that? Okay, so I didn't have enough. So 0001. But maybe let's try that. Okay. So the main reason I'm adding that right now is without that, it was looking like this was super misaligned. Like there was not that much space over here and then a ton of space over here, but it's actually correct. It's just because of how these are aligned. So I don't want to keep seeing that and think that it's misaligned and have it be annoying me. But I'm going to change that at some point. Maybe I'll even lessen it right now. Let's do like 5. That should change the opacity on the box shadow. Even 5 seems like a lot to me. All right. Maybe a little more. Let's do 3. That's good enough. Okay. Just enough that I can see that it's aligned correctly and it's the other stuff inside that I need to worry about. All right. Now let's backtrack again. The reason I switched to the CrowdNode thing was to show you the fields here. So this used to be use or generate. And once you have a key, it would then offer you a decryption option. So to get back to all of that side tangent, that is where this passphrase comes in. So if you've entered a passphrase in the decryption or the encrypt field, I think it's called, then it will encrypt your private keys inside of local storage. So this is saying if there's a passphrase, go ahead and try to get it from encrypted storage. Or if there isn't, then go ahead and just set the item. Sorry, it's not getting it, it's setting the item to encrypted storage. But if there isn't a passphrase, it just sets it to local storage without any encryption. So, let's see. Now what we want to check is we generate a new private key, gives us all of these fields. I was doing this not because I think we need every single one of these fields, but just to see what the options were. So I think I was going to do, I think I had a prefix. Prefix? That's what I want. Let's change this to key prefix. Ooh, not prefix. Prefix. We're gonna use that there and there. We're gonna move this out so that it's not inside a function so that we can access it elsewhere. We're gonna drop that there. So now we've got key prefix. We can come back down here and we want, let's see, I think we want key prefix. Maybe we'll do it like this. Key prefix, and we want the my keys dot address, I think. So this became a discussion in the last stream with CoolAJ86 as to whether we should use the public address or use the HD path. I'm leaning more towards the address because of the way I want this to work. So I think that's what I'm doing right now. And if we have to, we'll switch it at some point, but I'm not going to worry too much about it right now. So that gives us the address. And then we need, I think my keys would be my keys dot with. Actually, since this isn't keys anymore. Oh man, I've changed this around. Oh. I might swap out a bunch of this music because I'm not digging it. I do like this one. It's one of my favorites. Alright, I'm gonna move that. Alright, I just cut the playlist down a bit. So, But before I do, I'm gonna actually undo this real quick and say, like store. Not get stored keys. I want store keys. Store keys. It's not a function yet, so we're going to come back up here near the other one, which was this, and we're going to say what? Async function store keys. All right. And we're going to get my keys. Maybe I'll call it just key. I don't know. I mean, it might even be worth doing it like this instead. So, constant s is equal to store. Oh, not constant. Let s equal store. If passphrase s is equal to encrypted store. And then we just do this, I think. Because then it would be encrypted store, same API, set item, it's PK versus that. All right, I think this will work. So I don't know if I really need to stringify this. I think the width is already a string. The only advantage I would see is if I wanted to store more than the private key. And I kind of do. I know AJ does not support this. It's not supported in the command line. I don't know if it ever would be, but I was thinking it would be nice if you could add your own label or alias to the key. Not that anyone is realistically going to use it this way, but my thinking was, like, if you have a bunch of money in Dash and you're trying to keep track of it, you know, say you've got 100 Dash. If you need some for bills, but you have some for savings, you might not need to pay the bills yet anyway, so you might want to, for 15, 20 days, whatever, might as well earn interest on it. But you might also want it separated so you can keep track of it better. And so having a label like, this one is savings, I don't need to worry about it that much. This one is bills. This, I'm going to be dipping in and out of this more frequently because I pay my bills out of it type of thing. Like, it would be nice to have aliases like that. We don't really need them. It's just something I think would be nice. So I also think it might be worthwhile to change selected private key to just selected key. I don't really need to change those right now, but I'm gonna. So selected key is no longer the selected private key, but it will show the address, and then you'll know you can take that address and get this. So we could do something like this now. Let's actually do let stored keys equal get stored keys, and all right, let's try this. No error. Oh wait, yeah, no errors. That's nice. Generate. And generate shows us the new key, and it returns that. Was I expecting that to be returned? I don't know if I was. So it returns I don't think it needs that array. I'm wondering if I did that on purpose or accident. I don't think I did it on purpose, so it must be accidental. Okay, so that one returns so now we've got oh, it's adding those because of this. I don't know if I like that. Let's see what just that does. And I'm gonna clear these out for now. If I can find it. There we go. Okay. So now the array returns what I was expecting. And just cut that, and we'll say address rows from and what does it need? It needs private keys. And let's just do what keys is equal to private key. All right, so okay, so we did that because wait, what's this complaining about? Oh, might not need to be an async function. I don't think you can await a map. I'll give it a try and see, but I don't think you can do that. Get those rules. I'm not good at remembering rules. All right. Especially when the rules break themselves. Pesky I before E1. You know what I'm talking about. So we do something like that and that. Okay. Well, there used to be an empty function. Oh, that didn't do what I was expecting. Not an empty function. I guess I could do enter HTML equals that. But at that point, I might as well just say enter HTML is equal to that. Okay. And if we generate a new one, boom. And another one, sweet. So we've at least got the keys showing in a list. And if we look in here, here's all the keys we just generated. But as you can tell, well, you know, maybe you can't, I don't know, but you may be able to tell they're not encrypted. So let's go to, I believe it's ENC for encryption key form or encryption form. There it is, encrypt private key. All right, so we might want to do this. So encrypted store is equal to encrypted store, or you initialize it. And then you see key exists. This is where it's going to break down. So what we actually need to do is this. Oh wait, I didn't keep track of that. Darn it. It's this first one. So constant I guess maybe that's a better option. I don't know. Stored keys. Oh, actually, that should work now. No, it won't. Store key would do that. Oh, so I could do this, though. So then if we replace this store and that, so now get stored keys should be encrypted store aware. The biggest problem is, I need to account for this. Oh, if you get the encryption key right, it should work great. If you got it wrong and you have the wrong passphrase, this is probably going to blow up. So I need some way of accounting for that. And I think some of this stuff was accounting for that. So private keys exist. I don't know if that's going to quite work the same way. So this would have gotten the array of private keys, but I'm not storing it that way anymore. So this essentially gets the array of private keys. But then it would go on and run the load keys function over the private keys, which is where it would kind of combine some stuff. Part of what get public keys from WIFs was doing was combining it, but now we shouldn't need to do that because we're actually storing the public and private key together. This, I do think this is an advantage to storing it by HD path, is if you stored it by HD path, you still need the address. And I suppose you could just as easily store an array inside of that with the public and private key, but yeah, I don't know if that's necessary or not. So let's see, if my keys is equal to null, your private keys are encrypted. That's right. So this is one of the ways I checked, is in this function get public keys from whiffs. Let's just find to it. Actually, I don't like how I've got this organized right now. I really need to reorganize this. It kind of just kept growing with every tiny feature I added, and so now it needs better organization, where it was fine when it was just a couple functions. Now it needs to be split apart, I think, a bit more. All right, get public keys from whiffs. So this is why it was checking for null. So this would go, if no passphrase, wait, no, is that right? So if there's no passphrase and we parse the PKIV is false. So PKIV is the init value. So if that's false and there's no passphrase, we return null. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. So that's what would trigger load keys. To output that. So essentially load keys being, well, my keys equaling to null means that you need to decrypt them. And so it would prompt you to, it would show this. So this sets disabled to false. So encrypt decrypt here would display, and then it would set disabled to true for private key form, which is this one. And that's how you'd get prompted that you need to decrypt these. Okay, so I had started to commit this code, and then I found out things weren't working, but I think I have re-verified that it's working. It looks like I added some console logs. Where was that? Back in right there. So 143. So I want to commit this so it's out of the way. It's not like hanging over me. 143. So let's remove both of those. And was that the only console logs? Oh, there's one there too. 123. Oh, but I just thought of the other thing I wanted to do. So the way this would be working right now, I wonder if it's actually my bad or not. Maybe I did something funky in the code where I'm implementing it, but it had been generating a different field for each value you stored, which I don't want it doing. I would rather have it do one initial value and use that initial value for all the items it's storing encrypted. So let's see if we can figure that part out. It's the IV. Let's do that. So if we set item, this is where it's doing it. Get init vector key. I wonder if I could shift this so it preserves the current functionality, but allows you to globally identify the init vector as well. All right, my apologies. I'm trying to think through some of this stuff. Been silent for a little bit. So, as far as I can tell, the actual encryption part of this doesn't care where the IV comes from. So it is this storage functionality. So get encrypted storage from crypto or from crypto salt. So the storage, the encrypted message. So this assumes that all right, so what do I use here? I don't use the from crypto one, so I must be doing the from password. No? Wait, what's going on? Oh, derp. So I'm doing the get encrypted storage. Yeah, so I am using from password one essentially. I just have this wrapper. Okay. So the wrapper takes store, passphrase, storage salt. Whereas storage from crypto expects the crypto wrapper. Okay. All right. Just been trying to wrap my head around this. So crypt message. Returns the encrypt, decrypt, init vector. Okay, so then this does get init vector unmodified. Set browser support. The music was too intense for my liking, for my focus. All right, so by the way, most of this music is from OC Remix. All of it might be today or tonight. I don't know, whatever it is, wherever you are. So if I were to change this around, I could potentially say IV key should have a default. That's the thing. I'm the only one depending on this right now, unless some random person has cloned this repository, but this is a work in progress, so I'm not too worried. So I'm going to set the default to I don't know. Let's say script init vector, I don't know, something like that. Or maybe we could just do encrypt. Encrypted. So it says encrypted browser storage, encrypted. There we go. Perfect. So get init vector key. See where this is used. Right there. Right there. Right there. So on set item, it sets that. Oh, interesting. I think the way this is written right now, every time you change a value, the init vector would change. I don't know if that was intentional or not, so this might be good. I'm switching this around. All right, so I'm actually gonna duplicate, comment it out for now, and just drop this there, and then we can do that. So So now we should always have the same init vector key. It can't easily be overridden. I don't know if I should do it this way or not. For a storage item. How I was thinking of doing it is you could do it like so key, then you could do key or IV key. I guess I could reverse this to keep the old functionality, so we could assume this was null. So if we did it this way, now it would work like it currently does without any changes. However, if I come in to where this is being defined, so we'll need to modify this function. So, salt, maybe I'll leave it IV key. So I think this will work. Now, if we go to main, okay, so now we come here and we would have something like this. Nope. Nope. Do that. Okay, so add that there, and this would go here. Oh wait, I didn't fix that, did I? Oh, I did. There is a column. Sweet. So encrypted storage and okay. So now encrypt storage should not that this will work right this second, I still need some more adjustments here. This is something I was trying to think through in the past stream, but man, my brain was so fried after the brain dump Kool-Aid J86 did that it's like so much information. I couldn't do deep thought. Not even that this is all that deep of thought. It was just enough over that I'm like, I can't figure this out. But all right, I think this should roughly work. So encrypt would do that. This will not store it right now, I don't think. This would get stored keys. I'm thinking though, you might actually want this function outside of here. So something like that would get stored keys. Because putting it in there would then try to get encrypted stored keys, and they wouldn't be encrypted yet, possibly. So you'd want to get the keys. So now you've got them. And if there's a passphrase, that's what I need to check for. So I need to see not just get stored keys. We need to okay, something similar to this. So we need to go if so if private keys let's not do private keys exist. Let's see. That's what I need to move this up. So, oh wait, we can't. Okay. I think I want something similar to this up here, and we're going to do So is store encrypted is instead going to be store, and as item is something I added to test stuff, but we're just going to do that. So let's just output this for now. I think I'm also gonna move some more code. Well, not move, copy. So I want similar to the encrypt private key inside of the wallet. So let's drop that there for now. Let's call it encrypt wallet. Right, so now we have encrypt wallet with a passphrase. So enter your encrypted private key passphrase. So instead, I'm going to drop the private key. I'm just going to say enter your encryption passphrase. Let's say wallet. Okay. So enter a password which will encrypt or decrypt your private keys stored in this wallet. Okay, so that's called encrypt wallet. Now we can go into here and let's see, do a new let's see, d dot encrypt wallet. Oh, we also need to add this to types. It's a weird song. Or maybe it's only weird because I'm not expecting much singing in these songs. So when one suddenly has singing, it's weird to me. Not like bad, I guess, but alright. So, and I'm just gonna be lazy and more or less copy all of this. Oh, actually, I think that one needs to go up. Yep. Okay. So encrypt wallet. Passphrase. Oop, that's going to be wrong. I need to adjust that. What I should actually do is, maybe it didn't work. Maybe that's why I'm not doing it, but instead of this way, I could do like event.target passphrase. That's why it does not exist on event target. So I think I was having trouble overriding that and I was annoyed, so I didn't do that. I would prefer it to work this way though. I wonder if I can figure this out. I'm going to TS ignore for now. But I want to figure that out because I think it would be better to just have anything inside the function be referencing what I'm expecting it to. Because otherwise that would have referenced this other form that doesn't exist on, well, I guess it still exists. It's just hidden. But as far as a user endpoint, no one would really know that exists. So, other than a developer who inspects the page. So, and look, right there, we have it again. So event target, nope. Come on, oh my gosh. No, I just want to delete all of it. Okay. And we'll ignore it again there. What else do we got? Be encrypt wallet form, selected private key. Is there a selected private key? I don't think we're setting that. No, that's okay. Oh wait, no, we are. We're setting selected private key when we're, what, generating the new one? Or is it storing it? Get address rows, get stored keys. All of my stuff is mixed up. And this is why you need to get organized. All right, let's see if this will work. So we've got 3 keys. Oh, we're not displaying it yet. Let's go ahead and just make it displayed, and I'll worry about the other stuff later. Okay. So this should be enabled. And let's just do that for now. And clear that. And let's try it. Encrypt wallet form. Is store encrypted. Selected private key. Stored keys. That doesn't seem right. What went wrong there? So stored keys should have gotten something, shouldn't it? Oh, even stored keys is detecting the passphrase. Plot thickens. So we could maybe do this instead. Let's see if this works better. So get stored keys there. So then it wouldn't have it. Okay, I think that might work. Okay, it did get the stored keys. Selected private. But selected private key. Oh, derp. Wait. So is store encrypted, and then encrypted store. Okay, I think I know the other thing I need to do. Ooh. Just ripped my headphone off. So maybe it does happen in this one. Passphrase, whiffs. Generate whiff non-HT. I think I'm going to clear the playlist and switch to maybe some synth-wavy stuff. Let's see. Playlist. That's right. I feel like oh, this isn't the synthwave stuff I meant to do. Alright, clearing again. My music. Going to stream beats. Going to synthwave this time, and let's add that to playlist. Okay. This is what I was expecting. Okay. I want something with a good beat. We'll see. I guess I'll start with that one. Might turn it off shuffle this time. And off repeat. It's way longer than I intend to stream for, so this will last till the end of my stream. Oh. Do something crazy. Oh, that's weird. No, don't do that. Sped it up and then realize I put it on single repeat. Definitely don't want that. Okay, so encrypt wallet. So So if we do that, let's see what this does. So then, all right. So encrypted stored keys. So did that not work at all? Can I do this? See if that blows things up or still works. Ah! Okay. That's funny. Okay, so essentially that is taking whatever the storage wrapper is, adding it into our object, and then we override it with our own values here. And then we add in the unmodified functions just in case, which are the get length, the clear, and the key. All right. So then let's see. Did that create? Oh, there's more that I need to do to this file. So this should do the get init vector key, but we don't want it setting it every single time. I think we do want. So when you instantiate it, is supported. So it might even be worth it to do no, I should have just copied this. That's what I should do. Oh, that's interesting. So this is not async. So async function get storage. So now if that's async, ooh, I guess that would, so async and async, and then we await and await. That'll work. I don't think I like that I messed with the speed of the song. I don't like the song. Let's keep going. Okay, so now we could do is supported and IV key. Then we're gonna get init vector buffer to hex IV. Where does IV? Right there. So we could do this. Then I think we could disable that. Or no, let's not disable it. We would do this, maybe. So if no IV key, we would do this one. Maybe, I don't know, something like that. Not quite though, because IV is generated here, so it would not use. I think we'd want to do this. No, this. So IV equals something like this. Ow, freak. Just pulled my earbud out again. Darn it. Okay, so that should give us the stored IV if it exists for the key. Or, yeah, I think this will work. Or it will give us a new IV. What's this complaining about? Argument of type string array buffer is not assignable to parameter of array buffer like. What do we do here? So IV. So I modified this. I think in my types file over here. Let's check that. I liked Encrypted better than Encrypto, so I'm swapping this one here. Okay. Then let's go back into crypto store and we're going to find Encrypto and replace that, Encrypted. All right. So now, is it complaining? No. Oh wait, because this one's decrypt, and I think decrypt IV. Encrypt. This one goes if string is type of. So if. What is it expecting? An array buffer? I think it might have been expecting an array buffer. So it might need the reverse of this. Let's see. Oh wait. Why do I do that there? Maybe I can move it up here. So string is type of, this one might be string to buffer IV. I'm gonna give that a shot and see. Might mess things up royally though. Okay. So what else am I? Is store encrypted? I was outputting, but I'm not seeing it here. Why? Oh, so it's not set. If I did, there it is. So is store encrypted is false. But now, if I did that again, store encrypted is true because this was set. Did that change though? Shoot, I wasn't paying attention. Let's reload. All right, so should be 4CEBB and then end with CC. So, oh, it did change. Shoot. I don't think it should be changing every time. Let's see, it changed that first time, but maybe it's because get encrypted storage hadn't been initialized. So let's see if it does that again. So CA09 35.5. Okay, that was it. This hadn't been instantiated or initiated. I don't know, something like that. Okay, that makes more sense to me. However, it brings up, we don't want it replacing the other one either. So I think that's going to happen here. We're going to do something similar to this, I think. Okay, so I think this should not replace it. So we've got, let's just do something like that. So now we know what it was. Let's refresh and clear. And it ooh, shoot. I shouldn't have done that, I don't think. Oh, derp. Yeah, it should, because I derped it. Wait, no, it shouldn't have. So that should have either gotten the init vector key. All right, I'm gonna need to log here. So console log. Ooh, don't do that. And let's see. Ew. We want to do supported and IV key, and then we want to log IV. Okay, and then we do that. So is supported and IV key, uint 8 array, so it did return that. So now it's not empty. Let's do it again. So it didn't get reinitiated. Let's refresh. Maybe I will filter by that. Okay, so now, ooh, it cleared it again. That's weird. Why? Could it be because of this change I made up here? I'm kind of thinking it might actually need this same one, so let's see if that does it. So it's empty, QA. Alright, so 7.9, let's copy this, and we do it again. Didn't change, let's refresh. Ooh, it still did that, dang. What if we disable this? Let's just comment that out for now. So do that. And refresh. Do it again. Cleared it. Dang. That's bizarre. Oh. Although that time, okay, let me watch this more clearly. So refresh, it's empty. So if I enter that, it is a uint8 array. And if I refresh and do it again, that time it was the string. So if we undo that, let's go back to string to buffer. All right, let's try this again. Oh wait, that's not going to show up there, I don't think. Well, it's probably better to do it there, but I might want to do something like this just in testing. What was the console log? Was it right around here? So string to buffer. All right, and hex to buffer. All right, let's do that. All right, encrypt comes through like that. Oh, I guess I really shouldn't have done that on an already buffer, but hey, it kind of works, so, right? And if I do it again, it doesn't show, but let's refresh and do it again. So uint8 array 16 seems closer to array buffer 16. So I'm thinking it is hex to buffer that it needs. However, it's still cleared, right? So that is bizarre. So it might be let IV and you might need that same thing here. What was it? Oh, up here. Let's try this. So maybe let's not log. Oop, I meant to do that. All right. Let's just try this now. Okay, so it's empty right now. It's entered. Let's copy that there. Okay. And then refresh. But did it decrypt anything? It didn't wipe it out, at least. Although that seems really messed up. It probably makes more sense to do a reverse of this. So if type of string is not, so if IV is not of type string, buffer to hex IV, and then you don't need to convert it twice, maybe only once. Let's try this, shall we? Refresh. So that looks right, refresh. Okay, let's clear it out, shall we? So refresh. That gave us a new code. And if we refresh again, code stayed the same. Okay, so assuming this is working, we need to view the other stuff that's happening. So So when I click encrypt, it should run this stuff, which it does. And then it should get this. And encrypted stored keys, will it be empty or not? So let's do that. So encrypted stored keys is empty, but it shouldn't be. I don't think. So let's say if encrypted stored keys dot length, I think there should be a length, is less than what? Stored keys dot length. Then we probably want to do store keys. So this would actually be for let k is it n? Man, I need to commit this to memory. Stored keys. K in stored keys. Okay. Might not do that because I don't want to see console log. Okay, let's see. EL is going to be that, and length is going to be stored keys dot length. And I want what? K. So let K in store keys. That didn't do what I was expecting. UL and EL. So it is less. So encrypted stored keys length is less than stored keys. That should have run, shouldn't it? Oh, that's funny. That's why it didn't run. I forgot to await the darn thing. So get stored keys. Oh. All right, I'm just gonna try this for now then. Stored. Yeah, it should have still ran, shouldn't it? Crypt wallet. Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay, so 4K that. So let's do K1 dot length. So 52 every time. So let's assume we might need to loop over these. I don't like running this loop. I need to figure out a better way of doing this, but I just want to test the encryption right now and see if it's working. But this would be running the loop regardless of if you know you need to run the loop. So I don't want to run that if it's not needed. So let's see. I don't know why I duplicated that. Oh my gosh. Come on. Let's do that and this and that. Now let's go there and there. So if, let's say, let's just use the exact value. So if 50 length is greater than 52. No, let's so if length is less than 53, then we want to store I think we need an adder. Where was that? Maybe it was at the top. There we go. So we need an address and a width. Okay. So address would be K0. You know what? We could actually do this a slightly better way. So instead of K, we're going to say address and width. And now we can say width length is less than 53. Address and width length. And now we can just say address and width. Okay, let's see if this works. This might blow up. I guess I'll find out. Refresh. And might copy at least one of these. Nope. Oh, gotta set the key first. So let's change this to BK or backup. All right. Resizing this so we can see more. Okay. Let's try this out. Would you look at that? Sure enough, we've got several values. Ooh, selected key doesn't need to be encrypted anymore. I don't think. So I'll need to figure that out. But, so that's encrypted. Now let's see what happens. Interesting. So that still worked, but because it's way bigger. All right. Encrypted IV. Sweet, the stored stuff didn't run again, so that's good to know. All right, we need to decrypt though. Let's see, so stored keys, we want to do something like this. So get would be decrypted stored keys, address rows. But now we need to go up to stored keys. Will that work? Let's find out. I'm just gonna try it. How about that? Doesn't look like it worked. Didn't break though. That's surprising. So what we actually want to do is instead of s dot, we want to do get item and wrap it like so. Okay. Let's see if that works. Interesting. Is any of this async though? That's async. But I don't think it returns a promise. It kind of acts like it does. I guess I could try to await. Oh, but no, let's just do that for now and see what happens. Okay. Oh, it did return a promise. So let's do await and then change this to async. And then we need to find the get stored keys. And these will now all be await get stored keys. Maybe I'll add it there just before I forget. So await. Wait. Wait. And wait. All right, let's see what that does. Hey, look at that. Does that match up right? So, sure enough, sweet. Well, and this is actually when I wanted to wrap up, so I'm happy with that. That's good timing. I'm gonna wrap up the stream here, so let's hope this doesn't crash. This is where it's been crashing. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. If you, feel free to leave any comments or ask questions, join in the future, consider liking or following, subscribing, sharing, all of that stuff. It's much appreciated. And, yeah, I will catch you probably in a couple days here. So, see y'all.